I got a clock at an antique store, probably about a year ago, and I decided to make a little dollhouse inside it. So I'm going to show you guys a grand tour of what it looks like inside. So this is the clock that I got at the antique store. So this clock actually was made in Great Britain, and it's actually a beautiful clock. However, it was totally not functioning. And before you give me shit for pulling the whole thing apart and turning it into a dollhouse, I did take it to a clockmaker first, and it would have cost more than what the clock's worth to fix it. So what I did was is I painted the inside a nice sage green, and then I used a piece of foam core to raise the floor on it, and which gave a nice little cavity, as you can see here, for the little LED lights that light up the Christmas tree on the inside. And then I painted the back of the door and the whole interior with that sage green paint. I think that that was a good color choice given the fact that I wanted to do a Christmas theme inside. I apologize if my voice doesn't sound normal. I'm a little under the weather this weekend. So, okay, so you can see here, I'm just closing this up and I'll turn it around so you can see it from the front. It's actually quite a nice clock. It's a shame that it wasn't able to be fixed. But, had it been a family piece, I definitely would have invested the money to fix it. But because it's not a family piece, it just wasn't worth it. So you can see here my husband took a hole saw and he actually cut that circle out. And there's the Christmas tree. Now, the Christmas tree I made out of one of those bottle brush trees. And then I used a mixture of tacky glue and water to add some moss to it to fill it out nice. And you can see there the little mantelpiece that I made out of little pebbles. And then I used white grout over top of the pebbles and let it dry and then just kind of wiped it back. I think the effect is quite nice. Considering it's just made out of popsicle sticks, it turned out pretty good. So here's a little 3D table that my son-in-law printed for me. And I put a little female cake on top of it and a cup of tea. And this is 1980s Little's furniture that I just repainted. And see that little dollhouse in front of the doll? That's actually a Monopoly piece that I repainted. So I'm really quite pleased with the way this turned out. Enough so that I actually don't put it away at Christmas time. Here's the little doll that's inside of it. She's just so precious. Look at her cute little face. Just absolutely adorable. I think she's just perfect for this little scene. I don't put a lot of dolls in my scenes except for my nurseries, but this room just seems perfect for it. Boy, if I could find a 124 scale Santa though, oh, that would just make this house. And then here's the little Christmas gifts. As you can see, they're just wrapped up, little tiny pieces of scrap wood. I think they turned out well. And this toy box is actually little miniature Christmas ornaments. So I just cut the string off of them. And that's where the angel for the top of the tree also came from. And that's where all of the decorations that are on top of the mantelpiece. They're just simply a cheap set of beautiful little ornaments that are for a miniature tree. I think they came from Michael's. So my husband used a hole saw on the drill to drill this hole out. And it's the same size that you used to drill a hole for a dryer vent. And then when he was finished drilling it, I just used some sandpaper and then just painted it chocolate brown so that you wouldn't be able to see the raw wood. This is actually my mantle clock, which is a family piece. I would never, never in a million years ever make this one into a dollhouse, but this one's cool because it does the Westminster chimes. I just love it. But I've put the little dollhouse right in the middle of my mantelpiece, so it's Christmas all year round on my mantle. So you can see here, this is where she lives all the time. So I just am so proud of this piece. And again, sorry if my voice doesn't sound normal. I'm feeling super under the weather this weekend. So I just figured, well, I'll try and put out one more video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'd also like to share with you, I've been crocheting, and I made this for my friend Cheryl. She likes to do Halloween themed dollhouse stuff, so I just made this little 1/12 scale blanket for her with skulls. Um, Hope she thinks it's creepy enough. She really likes her dark miniatures, which is cool. Not really my thing, but I enjoyed making this. I thought it turned out pretty cute. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please hit that like button, and you have no idea how much I appreciate how many of you have subscribed. Please tell your friends about my video.